Am I out of workers? Well, let's use engineers then. Boom. Scouts have reached the bridge to Winterhome. Let's see if the scouts bring us good news. Yeah, all 3 minutes of the rest of his life. But it will be warm for it, to be fair. The bridge to Winterhome. A brass plaque on the bridge tower reads, "Built by the people of Winterhome in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by a working automaton." Oh, nice. A functional automaton. We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marvelling at the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble it for resources. A weather station? Send it to the city gives us one working... I don't know what this does, so this is going to be interesting. Or dismantle it for steel and... oh, steam cores. Let's send it to the city. Look at that. That's the thing there. It looks like something from... what's this? Attack of the Worlds? No, what's it? What's that film? Where the aliens came up from underground. And that was the Tom Cruise version. War of the Worlds. That's it. Yeah, cheers on you. War of the Worlds. Send it to the city. Let's see what we get. We reprogrammed and sent it on its way. As it disappeared in the distance, walking steadily towards our city, the first wisps of snow started to settle on the bridge. Oh. But 2 places to explore, so let's go for this. Do we need to worry about the scouts? Like, we're not feeding them or anything. So I'm assuming we don't need to worry about them. No! What's happened? Deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. We'll find out in Winterhome. Hope falls. And why is that showing... closed? Oh, it's closed. Is that all? That's fine. It's not broken. That's fine. That's fine. We can live with that. Are we out of workers? Or is this the illness situation? That's a medical post. We're out of engineers because some engineers have died. That's not good. So let's do none. Max. Max. Fill up the engineers. Max. Oh, it's full now? Oh, I don't know. Don't know what's going on there. Yes, an automaton is a worker that never tires or needs food. Perfect for just what we need. Some steel wreckage there. We've got people working at that. Let's reduce that. Steel is not so important. Coal kinda is. And we've got people working hard. At the wood crates? Well, the wood crates will eventually disappear. But I mean, this, I think... Where's my new sawmill? This place. We want to max that out. Oh, it's maxed currently. Okay, that's fine. And we will go to the... Where did I see him? Steel. Are we paused? We'll just max that out on the wood crates, because that'll disappear eventually anyway. And I want to build one of these fight pits. Oh, we never got this done. Right, let's finish this off. No wood. We'll finish it in the morning. In fact, let's just speed this up. I gotta say, I feel sorry for the hunters going out overnight. Whoa, 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 whoa! Play. That's better. Food situation's looking much better. Let's build a proper street. Can we build a street? I think we can. So that's going to connect it up like that, right? That looks promising, I think. Alright, cheers, P. Yeah, I had forgotten about the sawmill. I was waiting for the wood there. I also suspect we should get another sawmill on the go. But let's... Hang on, wait a minute. What's this? The Book of Laws. As this stuff, adaptation. Find ways to battle hunger, sickness, and apathy. Close. Oh, is that all it opens up? Oh, right, okay, I can click on it and it opens things up. So we've got stuff signed. Like food added. They didn't look good. A public house. A dueling law. A dueling law. Disagreements between people who face deadly threats every day can be resolved in a duel. Yeah. Spanners and hammers at 5 paces. Discontent will be reduced permanently. Each spontaneous duel will slightly reduce discontent. Sometimes people will be killed in a duel. Let's build that fighting arena, because that sounds like much more fun. We haven't got one yet. Click play. Actually, click fast forward. You guys can go for it a bit. Let's build something with... it's going to be wood. Wood is going to be the issue, isn't it? Scouts have reached the weather station. Cool, what have we got? There's nobody in the weather station, but everything still seems to be operational. We could try and find out what the scientists from Winterhome were working on. We found scientists' notes. They predict that the Great Cold is going to get much worse. What's more troubling is that the observations ended abruptly months ago. There's also not a can of Spam, not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they've moved out for good. We can see the city of Winterhome from the roof of the weather station. Take the resources. Oh, we get a bit. And that was a large convoy, which we'll go back to, but this is part of the quest, so let's go and find this. I don't think necessarily you have to do the quests, these places, in order of the quest, but... and that thing's still coming home? Okay. We're doing fine, I think. Oh god, what's this? Abandoned station. Alright, we'll have answers soon enough. Hope falls slightly. I need to increase hope here. Why isn't this thing... Why isn't my sawmill producing anything? Is it because it's freezing cold? Moderate... Oh, I see. So these places... Right, I see. So I need to build heaters in these places to reduce illness. Okay. Let's put the engineers down. Just put max workers. And then max out with the rest of the engineers. Oh. Yeah, sawmill. I'm not putting... Should I put kids to work in a sawmill? I think that sounds rather dangerous. Our food situation is looking a lot better. I am very pleased to say. Low risk of getting ill. Building insulation. This thing, what's the situation with coal? There's a tiny little excess. Generator range upgrade research. Well, that's good, but it's gonna use more coal, isn't it, if we do that? Has that changed? Wow. Put it down to 1. Yep. We can't feed that thing. Kids in a sawmill? What could go wrong? Just means food if they slip up. Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah. We could make that soup, couldn't we? And sawdust. We could get the soup recipe with a bit of mystery meat in there and sawdust to bulk it up at the same time. And we've invented pot noodles. It's perfect. I can't see any flaws to that plan. And the need for housing will go down as well. Okay, so we need to research properly now. We need to think about this. Generator range was good, but I didn't really think about it that clear. What will this do? Allows us to raise the temperature in all heat zones by 1 level. The coal consumption is doubled. Maybe not just yet. Exploration and industry. More scouts. Could be very useful. We probably need to worry about some basic things, right? A sawmill upgrade does what? Introduce workplace improvements will raise the efficiency of all sawmills and steam sawmills by 25%. I like the idea of that. Should we go with that? 8 hours. Food, health and shelter. A medical post upgrade. Well, healing the sick faster. Healing the sick is something I kind of need to do, so let's do that. This sawmill isn't exactly producing a ton of stuff. mean, I'm assuming it just... Is it because... I don't know, maybe I could have placed it better to cover more trees? We'll try that with another one and see if the number of trees in the placement zone makes a difference, or if it just carries on producing that until we run out of trees. We'll see what the difference is. Population control. We're going to need to do that. Go for a coal thumper or a mine? I'm going to need to think about that soon. I've got lumps of coal on the surface that I can just gather up. Still. Well, what's this stuff? Can't see. We've got... oh, put the children to work gathering coal. Why have I got extra kids? And what is the coal situation currently? I wish there was a button which would... There probably is a key, actually, would jump to this. I've got enough coal reserves for 2 days if we stop producing, and this needs help. Food ration production has stopped. Is that because I'm just not bringing enough raw food? Oh, let's put the time up. You promised people warmth. You broke their promise. Hope falls. Discontent rises. Holy crap. Okay. But that's just temporary. That's just temporary. We'll not make that mistake again. I am keeping people healthier. Steel wreckage depleted. What's just happened? Oh, that was... That noise. It sounds like disaster. Every time that horn goes off, it is in fact just the end of shift siren. The medical post is fine. The workers... I think these people are okay. Patients... Oh, it takes days to recover. Right, well, that healing upgrade is going to be a good idea then. Let's come out of there. So, that obviously does nothing overnight. Is that the amount that it's got left to harvest? We'll keep an eye over that. I'm not going... I don't think I can afford... I don't think I can I want to set people working overnight, but I don't think I can afford to do so. But we are going to need more wood. However, things are in such a mess. Do we have the option? I don't see the point of doing that. People working here will gather resources from nearby coal piles, wood crate. Maybe it's just a quicker way of getting stuff gathered. I don't know. Beacon workshop, food is fine. Medical post, people. Fighting arena. Gonna cost all that wood. Wait a minute. Does this cover... Oh, should I have like a housing area then? That covers quite a few. Let's do that. We're out of wood. I know. Area effects. Oh, okay. This is going to be good to read. 2 types of building with area effects. Some buildings, like sawmill, have an area from which the resources can be gathered, and some others, the area in which they can affect people, e.g. house of prayer, or places, like a field kitchen. Right. That's good to know. Free time. This is free time. I feel like I should extend the working day a bit. Maybe not at the moment, though. It's temporary, alright? Soon enough people will be on pitchforks and torches. Don't say that. I'm going to get this sorted out. Urgent need for treatment. Captain, our people have gathered to protest. The number of the untreated sick keeps rising, but you seem to ignore the problem. They demand that you take action. I've got 2 days to build a medical post. I think I can do that. Okay. Right, medical post as soon as we get the wood. You know, for a moment I thought this meant everything was on fire. Okay, hope. And yes, look at that. People are in fight. Can I do anything with it? The arena will open at 7. Just pause a moment. Spectators. There's a lot of people looking in there. It's cold, so maybe I should heat it up a bit. I probably need to pump more heat out of this. Right, let's get to daylight. I've got to get this medical post done. People are dying all over the place. Look at the untreated sick. This is terrible. Right. I clearly need to get more wood. That's the problem, so I can build everything else. If people keep dying, though, the housing situation will fix itself. We'll get there eventually. I don't think I need a heater to get people working in there, but it might improve their efficiency and it would reduce the chance of them getting ill. We climbed to the edge of the city of Winterhome. We stood there speechless, staring at the scene of devastation. It's a city of the dead. Most of the buildings are destroyed and the generator has exploded. Not good. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The City Chronicle describes a shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair. The following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources and the eventual starvation. Do you know, folks, this sounds remarkably familiar to what's going on in my city. The last entry, God forgive us, we're eating our dead. There's no hope. Well, that's what I put them in the snow pit for. That's why they're there. This ain't good, is it? Does hope fall? Promise fulfilled. Temporary modifiers. This isn't good. This isn't good. We are alone. The news shocked everyone in the city. There were supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here. People living normal lives in homes heated by generators. But we're alone. Hope falls. I think there's a riot. We must save ourselves and our children. We must go back. They're all dead. We should have stayed in London. Surely it couldn't have fallen like this. Coming here was a fool's errand. We should go back. I think I've screwed it up. Winterhome has fallen. They're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them purpose. I will throw them into the incinerator. Choose our path. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. You have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into the chaos that consumed Winterhome. A new set of laws will become available. Order and discipline. Faith and spiritual strength. Do I get an idea? That sounds quite totalitarian. Let's go with this. I like the idea of this. This is positive thinking. The power of prayer. Okay, see you, WZ. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Purpose. The house of prayer. We need a place to practice our faith in peace. After introducing this law, new building, house of prayer, new ability, sermon. I like the idea of that. Excellent. Sign. Houses of prayer will be built. It's going to be fine. We just need to get the wood sorted and everything's going to be fine. Where's this fighting arena? Anyway, this was supposed to be fixing my issues. We're doing a bit better food now, at least, I think. People are desperate. People are talking openly about overthrowing you. Bereft of hope, they see no future for our city, and they blame you for that. What should we do? Ask the faith keepers to silence them, but we haven't built any. We must hold on for a couple more days. You will have 2 days to restore hope. That's a lot of hope. But these negative modifiers should wear off in that time. It's all about wood. I feel like I've stuffed this up. I think. The unconvinced want to leave. You've convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They come to try and change your mind. You say that faith will save us. Nonsense. What? Are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? Shouts one of them. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm down. We're not going to die. It's going to be fine. The Londoners. Your people are divided. Some of them are so scared that they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. They'll try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. Fear may lead people to desperate acts. Maintain peace, give people hope, and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. Okay. This is going to be hard work. Build steam hubs to heat homes. I don't think I can do any of these things at the moment. Because my worry is, and I'm researching something else, medical things, which we need to get sorted out. Temperature falls. What's my consumption? I need more coal, basically. How much workforce do I have left? Can we see? The housing conditions are awful, and they're all cold. The health status, the medical post is fine. That one, it's too cold. Ah. There's a hothouse. This is too cold. Right. That's interesting. So these places aren't even getting warmed up. Right. Okay. There's a sawmill, which is actually working. If I boost that, it will warm. What if I do this? What if I do this? That will warm places up, but oh god, this is going to be bad for... Let's do it for a bit. Let's do it. Let's just keep people happy for 2 days. That's all we want. Just 2 days. Let's go for it. Hey, Seahope, is this like the weird steampunky thing? Yeah, I think that's what you can call it. It's surprisingly tough, actually, because I thought this was like a sort of tutorial scenario, and I feel like it's hitting me quite hard. So what can we do? Anything in there? We need to get this research finished. That's what we need. Oh, I need to build a medical post, otherwise I'm going to have a flipping riot on my hands. 25 wood. Can't do it yet. 25 wood. Can now. I don't think... That doesn't cover a particular area, does it? So... Let's just dump it anywhere. Right next to the fighting pit's a great idea. Right. Build that. And then we'll try and find some engineers to go in. We've just got to get hope up, I think. Steam hub. That's to go on research next, definitely. Am I going to stream Cyberpunk once it comes out? Yes. I've got it pre-ordered. So I will be streaming that, yes. Right, let's put engineer. Oh, we've got some engineers now. That's good. Yes, healthcare promised fulfilled. Where's the hope? Where's the hope? Does that say it's too cold or anything? It's okay. I think it's okay. But there are places, certain places, which won't work. Is that producing? I think that's producing. Come on, 96%. That's going to help the illness thing. Excellent. Right. 23 wood to research something. What did we say? Heating. Heaters. I think steam hub, which does... What does a steam hub do? Powered by the generator, these contraptions create additional smaller heat zones around them. Each active steam hub consumes 3 coal per hour. That might be manageable. Should we go with heaters? 1 coal per hour. Let's start that one. And hopefully that's a quick one to get. Hope is returning. Hang on. My scouts are waiting. You guys need to go to a coal mine. Let's go for the large convoy. Let's go for the large convoy. There's got to be something good there. I hope, please. Seeing how cold it is, it's making you glad for global warming. It wants to hurry up and get here. Oh, we've got people working in there. Max it out, put more workers in. I know gathering those things isn't great. Actually, what else do I need to build? I mean, the homelessness is awful. It's absolutely terrible. This is a fight pit, so... But if I go and expanding out, then they're just going to go back to freezing. The coal situation, give me an update. Oh, this guy's turned up. Surely this is hope, right? Excellent. And what's he do? Coal pile depleted. Right. I heard it can replace an entire... Oh, this thing. Using automatons. Our first automaton is operational. This will help our economy greatly. They can replace entire manual labour crews. They work around the clock with short breaks to refuel at the generator. We can research upgrades to raise their efficiency. I see. Excellent. What do we do with that? Do we set it off to harvesting, what, coal? Coal's probably a good idea. What's that one? That's a coal pile. That's a coal pile. And that's a coal pile. Requires at least one worker. One automaton. On. Excellent. Let's get it harvested bit by bit. And this place is freezing cold. So we'll try and put a heater in there once we got these things discovered. Is that the shadow of this thing walking through the city? Oh god, here it comes. Yeah, more people dying. Expendable. Let's have a look. Work 24 hours a day. Their initial efficiency is 60%, but can be raised by research. They recharge itself twice daily from the generator or a steam hub without interfering with its operation. Okay, cool. More of those, please. Hope is falling. Why? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Is there anything I can do in here? Adaptation. Purpose. Find ways to fight discontent and restore hope. Oh, this is the other thing. Right, so that's signed. House of Prayer? Oh, we need to build that. We need to build a House of Prayer. Steampunk puppy. I like the idea of that being a steampunk puppy. That's a good idea. I don't know, Arctic, how it got down the cliff. That's a very good question, actually. Maybe they extend those legs, like Inspector Gadget's. What was I looking for? Faith. The House of Prayer. We can do it. Nice. Let's put it in here. It'll fit in there. It'll cover... Trying to get it somewhere where it's going to cover as many houses as possible. I'd have to put it at the back, but it's not going to get heating there, which would kind of suck. It would cover all that zone of housing, though. Not adjacent to a street. I'd dump it... Oh, let's dump it there. And worry about the street another time. Let's go. Let's hope this House of Faith makes a difference. Hey, Pan, how are you tonight? Now, what the children done? Sleeping outside. He'll have one day to provide shelter for 19 people. Do it. I'll do it. I'll do this. This is going to be easy. Watch this. Dead easy. I'm going to have to turn that heater down in a minute because I'm going to run out of coal. Consumption. Oh, no, it's okay. I've upped production, so that's good. Okay, let's get... let's get some more wood, please. The trouble is I can't spare the wood to go and build another sawmill because I keep having to build these desperate projects. Temperature requirements? Steam heat. So many buildings such as the cookhouse and medical post must be at least chilly or warmer inside to function. Place them in the heat zone around the generator or a steam hub, otherwise they could stop working. I feel like these tips could have been useful earlier on. Yes, I am murdering a few people on this fine evening. Where are we up to? Is it day? Oh god. It's a quest. People join the Londoners. People who want to leave for London have successfully urged their friends and neighbours to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in that ultimate survival. Yes, I realise I burnt that down too far.